So one of the use cases that we are asked lot of time from different people is that is there a possibility that whenever someone buys something from a shopping cart software, it can be anything. It can be Thrivecart, it can be Pabbly Billing, it can be WooCommerce, or it can be Shopify. So a lot of people ask us that is there a possibility then that whenever there is a successful sale inside these platforms, whether we can deliver a coupon instantly to the customers who are making the purchase. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can automate that stuff using Pabbly Connect. Whenever a successful sale happen, how you can deliver a coupon code to the customer so that he can avail the purchase. Okay, so we will be using Pabbly Connect for the whole scenario, and I will be creating a new workflow inside Pabbly Connect. So as you can see, Pabbly Connect is a software which helps you to bind and integrate multiple applications together. So the first step that you have to do is just click on create new workflow, and I'm writing the name as Thrivecart coupon delivery system. Okay, so I'm just making this a new workflow, and we are just going to show you how you can deliver a coupon whenever there is a successful purchase inside Thrivecart. So the very first thing that you have to do is you just have to make sure that you choose your trigger application as Thrivecart, because we are going to get the event data from Thrivecart whenever the successful sale happens. So when you choose the app method as Thrivecart, the method will be new sales, and I'm just going to copy this webhook URL, and I'm just going to click this capture webhook response button. Right now I will go inside my Thrivecart account. I will go to settings, and inside API and webhook, inside webhook and notification, I will be creating a new webhook URL. Since I have already created it, I'm just going to edit my existing webhook, and I'm just going to put my new webhook right here. So I'm just going to save this webhook here. As you can see, my webhook is saved. Now I'm going to go back to my product, and the product that I'm selling here is Digital Marketing 101 course. So I'm just going to click on get URL and view checkout button. Now I'm just going to fill out my first name and the last name, and the email address will be magnetmarketing251@gmail.com. Okay, I'm choosing credit card for the payment. Copy the card number. This is the test payment that I'm doing, and I just filled out this form and I'm completing the order. As you can see, the order is now completed. So now we will move back to Pabbly Connect, and you can see it has already captured all the data inside this whole through the whole webhook, and it has captured all the event data for successful order. The next step that we have to do is we just have to send, and we actually have to get one coupon because this purchase has happened. Okay, so the next thing that we have to do is, because our entire data is Google Sheets, we are going to pick one row and one coupon from this entire Google Sheet file. As you can see, our coupons are all organized under the column number A, and the first coupon is under the column A2, the second column is A3, the third column is A4, and the fourth column is A5. So whatever we want is, whenever the workflow is executed, we want to send one coupon, second coupon, third coupon, one by one, according to the number of sales that happens, right? So the very first sale will actually get this coupon. Okay, now I'm creating this workflow, but I will be modifying and adding one more counter step in the end. I will show you why I am going to add that counter step, but I will show you in the end of the video. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you right now because it will get confusing. So I'm just going to show you how it is done in a very organized way and fashion. So the first app is Google Sheet, and the method is get rows, because we really want to get the row data, and row data is right here. So I'm just going to connect my sheet. Because I have already connected one of my account, I'm just going to select this account, and I'm just going to save it. Once saved, I'm just going to write the name of my file in which my data is. So coupon delivery on successful sales on Thrivecart. So I already picked my spreadsheet file because all the coupons are right here. Next is the range. So range is going to be the cell number in which my coupon lies. So the coupon lies in the row number A2. So I'm just going to write A2 colon A2, because this is a range value. You have to specify the range. In our case, the range is A2 to A2, and that will give us actually one cell value. I am doing the save and I'm just sending a test request. As you can see, it brought the very first value, which is the first dollar coupon. Okay, because this value is an array, you can see it has this square brackets. This means we need to open this value up, and to open up the value we just have to use this plus button, and we have to use the JSON extractor module, which will actually open up this whole value from its side. So I'm just going to click on connect. I'm going to use the data right here, and I will just pass on the value that we received inside this response from Google Sheet. I'm just going to save it, and I'm just going to save and send the test request. As you can see, now it is open without any array or anything. It is not in square brackets. It is all opened up using the JSON extractor module. Now, once it is opened up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send a Gmail message to the customer, because this successful sale has already happened and we really want to deliver the email along with the coupon to that particular customer. Now I'm using Gmail right here, but if you really want, you can also use the SMTP module, which basically allows you to send emails through any professional SMTP service provider as well. So in this case, I'm going to use Gmail. I'm going to click on connect with Gmail. Because my Gmail is already connected, I'm just going to select one of the Gmail accounts that I am already connected with, and I'm just going to click on save. Now comes the recipient name to which we want to send the email, and the recipient email is with us, which is the customer name. So I will just map it out. Recipient email is again here, which is the customer email. So I will just map him again. From name, so this will be Pabbly team. From email will be needaga@gmail.com, because that is the Gmail that I have actually connected inside this whole workflow. Next is the email subject. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Coupon code attached. Okay. So I'm attaching the coupon code, and then the email message. Okay. So the email message might be hello, customer name. So hello Neeraj Agrawal. Thank you for your purchase. The coupon code to access your purchase is right below. Access here. So I'll just bold it out because it looks good in bold, and I will add the value from the JSON extractor that we earlier got. So I'll just map the first coupon value right here. Okay. And then I will write thank you, because I do not want to bold it out. I'll just press Ctrl B or Command B on your Mac. I'll just write Neeraj Agrawal Pabbly team. So as you can see, I wrote the email and everything looks fine to me. So I'm just going to save it, and I'm just going to send a test request just to make sure that everything is working fine, right? So I'll just close this API response now. I will open up the window in which the email should be there. And you can see the thank you for your purchase coupon code attached. If you open the email, it says thank you for your purchase. The coupon code to access your purchase is right below. Access here. This is the first coupon. Now, this entire workflow is actually created, but there is actually one problem in this entire workflow. Let me just minimize the entire workflow so that you can actually see it up. In this step 1, we actually captured the successful sale event. After that, we selected the Google Sheet file and we gave the range of A2 because this is the coupon right here. And then we actually added the JSON extractor, and then we did the Gmail email sending. But there is one problem, and that problem is every time this workflow will execute, it will keep on sending A2 value again and again. But in this specific case, what we really want to do is we want to pick A2 for the first time. Then we are going to pick A3, then A4, and then A5, right? So we actually have to increment this cell value from A1 to A2, A2 to A3, A3 to A4. Now, really we want to do that. And to do that, we actually have to have some function where we can actually increment this value again and again, right? Now, the increment module is actually something that we already have inside Pabbly Connect. So the way in which you can add that increment module is by clicking the plus button between Google Sheet and the Thrivecart module right here. So I'm just going to click on plus. I'm just going to write number formatter because we want to do something with numbers. So the app name is number formatter, and then we actually have to use the counter. Once we use the counter, we just have to click on connect button right here. We will say that we want to start this counter from 1, and we want to do an increment operation. If you really want, you can also do a decrement operation. And we want to change the value by 1, which means we will add 1 every time to this initial value. So it will be 1 plus 1, 2 for the first time. Then it will be 2 plus 1 for the second time, and it will go along the same way. Okay. So I'm just going to save it, and I'm just going to do a test request once. Now, because I'm doing this request once, the final value here will automatically be 2. This means when I'm going to run the workflow for the next time, the final value will be 3. So it will actually pick up the value number A3. Okay. So as you can see, the final value is already right here. So I will just save it, and I'll just reload it once, because that way all the values will be traversed to all the next steps automatically. So I just reloaded my workflow once. Now I'm again going to Google Sheet, and instead of writing this A2 value directly, so I'm just removing this 2 value right here. I will press this button, and the last step that we fired will be in the last. So I will choose final value right here. Okay, because it is 2 right here, and it will be dynamic. And again, I'm changing this value, and I'm again choosing the final value right here. And you can see it will not pick the key, it will only pick the value, which is 2. So it will be A2 colon A2, but the next time it will be A3 colon A3. Okay. Now everything looks good. So I'll just save it, and I will just try to send a test request once again, just to make sure that everything is working fine. And I just sent a test request, and you can see that it automatically picked the first coupon right here. Now I will just save the workflow. You do not even have to do anything. All the next steps are automatically populated because we didn't change anything on to the next step. So I think this completes our entire workflow. Trigger is the webhook. Then we are going to get number formatter, which will increment the value. Then we are pushing the value inside Google Sheet and incrementing the cell number 1 by 1. Then we are extracting the value, and then we are sending the email. Because everything looks good now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill out this form again by a different name. So I'm just going to write a different name, but I'm going to use the same email address because I'm going to receive the same email on the same email address. I want to do that. So I'm just using the same customer's email. Credit card purchase, copy card number. I'm going to put out my credit card and the CVV number, and I'll just add the CVV number as well. So I will now complete the order, and you can see it is still processing. And the order is about to be completed, and you can see the order is now completed. Now I will go to my email inbox again, and it says thank you for your purchase, coupon code attached. Okay, I will open it, and you can see the second coupon is right here. Okay, I'll just try it one more time just to show you that it works perfectly. So I'm using another name, and again the same email. And the credit card, copy card number, and the values, because this has expired, let me just use 12/22, and I'm just completing the order again. Now this should actually pick up, because the second coupon is already delivered, it should pick up the third coupon. And I can now go to my coupon code again, and it says thank you for your purchase, coupon code is attached. I'll just see, and the third coupon is now delivered. I hope you found this video useful. In case you have any questions, reach us at admin@pabbly.com. So thank you for watching this video.